Hey, John Dawson. Just wanted to put together a quick video for you guys to showcase hooking up the Dream Factory MCP server to Copilot Studio. Right now, as it stands, I just have two tools enabled, specifically this get data from a specific table, as well as list tables. Dream Factory's native MCP also supports the ability to get the schema, store procedures, and much more. Those just have to be enabled as it appears everything in Copilot Studio must be enabled on a per tool basis, as well as even with things like inputs down here. Typically, the Dream Factory MCP is exposing a wide variety of inputs that allow it to mimic, or actually not mimic, actually perform API calls with specific filters, limits, offsets, grouping, and ordering, as well as the ability to get related data, so performing those joins. Um, Everything I have seen from my tests here, Copilot Studio is kind of taking a different approach to this where it doesn't feel like a true agentic system. But I will stop blabbing about that. And what we can do is actually ask a few questions. Like, first, we'll just have it list some tables for us. And I'm just using the default configurations for the model, which I believe is 4.0. And what we'll see back is all of our tables available to us. This is connected to our MySQL example database, so has the employee information, department information, salaries, and so forth, all available to us. And as we can see here, that is all present. If I go to Dream Factory, we can take a look. This is the API it is invoking, and we get that same data back. So we know it's making a one-to-one. It's actually doing what we want. And that's the beauty of this type of integration with Dream Factory is at any point we can change the permissions, and I can scope it to say, hey, you only have access to the buildings and current department employee table, and then our agentic system, our AI, will no longer have access to all 28 tables. It will only have access to those two. What we can do from here is ask about a specific employee. Let's see, 10. Let's see if that works. And this is where I talk about this not being a fully agentic system, typically with the likes of Claude Code or even VS Code or GPT. It is going to infer and place its own limits and so forth into that input value for us. Here you'll see the agent is actually prompting us for that limit ourselves, which is kind of interesting. Um, so this is really just kind of scratching the surface, but it's important to note that this is really simple to configure and requires next to no configuration to start getting your databases connected to Copilot Studio. I know that Copilot Studio just rolled out MCP support really not too long ago, so I imagine they're going to be further developing this, and it's going to be a lot closer to the experiences we're used to in other tool providers. So just want to get this over to you guys. Please let me know if there's any questions.